My name is Robert Slim. I'm a personal injury attorney here in Dallas, Texas, and I want to talk to you today about hospital liens and how they work. In Texas, a hospital can file a lien, and that lien attaches to any personal injury settlement you may get in your case. In order for a hospital to have a valid lien, though, there are some procedural requirements that have to be met. First of all, you had to have sought treatment from the hospital within 72 hours of your injury or of your accident. Secondly, the hospital has to file a written lien with the county clerk's office. So unless they have done that before money is paid on your case, then the lien does not attach to those proceeds, but it will attach to any proceeds that are paid after the lien is filed in the county clerk's office. Now, as I stated earlier, a hospital lien has a right to recover the amount of its lien from any settlement recovery or judgment recovery that you get. And in fact, the hospital lien is superior to anyone else's right of recovery. That includes your recovery, your attorney's fees, as well as your other doctors. So a hospital lien is very powerful and must be taken care of in conjunction with your settlement. Now, you might be asking yourself, well, why should I settle the case if the hospital has a superior right to get the money out of my settlement? Well, that actually begs the question, because if you don't settle, then there isn't going to be any money for anybody. So if you hire an attorney, your attorney should be able to call the hospital and say, hey, look, negotiate your lien, otherwise the client is not going to sign off on the settlement and nobody's going to get paid. So let's try to work this thing out. And a lot of times the hospitals will negotiate. And if they don't, then it may be their loss. But at least it's worth trying. And your best bet of negotiating with a hospital is if you retain an attorney. I wouldn't do it yourself because you don't have anything to bargain with. If you have an attorney, your attorney can sometimes challenge the lien depending on whether or not it's valid or all the requirements have been met, and you personally may not know how to do that. So I would always get your attorney involved if you have a potential settlement and there's a hospital lien filed. Now, there is one other matter I wanted to cover with regard to hospital liens. Remember that hospital liens only apply to recovery from a responsible third party. For instance, if you're involved in a car accident and the other person is at fault and you settle with the other person's insurance company, then those proceeds are what apply to a hospital lien because you're settling with a responsible third party. A hospital lien will not apply to proceeds that you get from your own insurance policy. So let's say in a car accident, if the other person is uninsured and you make a claim under your uninsured motorist coverage, then your insurance company is not a responsible third party, and thus those proceeds are not attachable by a hospital lien. That also goes for your PIP and MedPay coverage. So I hope that this clarified some issues about hospital liens. Remember that they are very powerful, they do have teeth, and I certainly recommend that you get an attorney if there's any chance that there may be a hospital lien filed in your case. Thank you for listening.